It's been a long time since I posted on the Morris Minor, but believe me, work's been done. However, I've been traveling like crazy back to the UK, to Scotland, Canada, Iceland, Hong Kong. I haven't had time to post. But let's pick up sort of where we left off. I want to talk about rebuilding the doors. We took them apart and we kept the aluminum panels as templates. Okay, so at this point I've got the metal plate tacked into the bottom, and I'm now fitting the upper piece here. The bottom piece is already on, and I'm holding things tight together here because I obviously want the tight seams. Now, one thing that I looked at and that you need to check before you do this part is to make sure everything lines up, and I'll show you that in 1 second. Okay, so what I'm doing is just making sure that that the upper bar is parallel with the bottom bar there, and everything is lined up before I put that top piece in. I want to make sure that everything's straight, that the door has not got some weird angle into it, and it looks pretty good. The other one looks pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead and fasten that top piece in. Okay, so there we go. Door put together, nice and straight. This part did not have the profile on it. It just came square at the top, so I'm going to have to profile it. And that shouldn't be too much problem, so it'll match the other door. But there you go, that's putting one together pretty much from basically second pieces that I was able to get, and it seemed to work out well and save me a whole lot of money. Okay, well, here are the doors then. The metal is off, they're all glued up. Very light bit of sanding on them, make sure that they fit, and ready to keep going with them. So pretty happy I was able to save some of the wood. I was able to use some seconds, pieces that I got very, very inexpensively in the UK, and we'll see how they look once we get the stain on them, or the varnish rather. Now, as I mentioned, I was able to get various pieces, one by one, used pieces and second pieces to rebuild the doors, and then keep in a little bit of the wood, which was good from the original, and it was much, much cheaper to do it that way. I mean, a lot cheaper than to buy new doors, although you can get some fantastic doors, either fully assembled or not assembled. But one thing I did find was on the hinge side for this door here, it was sort of not completely finished. And in other words, this is what it looked like when I got it. It was straight up like that. And of course, this actually goes down. And so what I did is I copied then the curve that I could get. I drew it in, and then I used a jigsaw to do the first cut, take it down like that so it would follow the arc and the geometry, matching it to the other side, which had this, and then smoothed it down to try to make it match as much as possible what the other door looked like. And on the other side, I'm going to show you, there's also a repair that had to be done, or a bit of a change, a fettle, to get it to work. Okay, so the doors are straight, they're done. And that's what I like to use, the Total Boat Marine Gleam Marine Spar Varnish, and the special brush thinning mixture from Total Boat. And again, it's designed for marine applications. It really does wear pretty well. Now here's the first coat of the thinned spar varnish on there, and I think it's come out pretty nice. And the fitted in pieces match pretty well with the rest of the wood. The grains are of course all quite different, which I think is the way these always were done. I don't think they're paying attention to bookending matching grain, but the color and the tone looks pretty good, and kind of matches in with the fitted in pieces with the original wood. And the top part and the center section there, that was new wood, which I used the spring oak to try to bring to the same tone as the original wood on the car there. And so there's a bit of original wood, and then there's some of the added in wood, and I think it came out very nice.